How's it going, everybody? I'm Agar, and clearly it has been a little while, so I want to do some talking before the new year. I gotta mine some gold and high pixel skyblock, so I guess I'm gonna do that while I just yap about some stuff I need to yap about. So first and foremost, where I've been, what's happened, kind of what's been going on. I guess to describe that, I need to give some context, some backstory. So when you saw a lot of my content in, over the summer, that was because I had lost my job. From that, I kind of had like a decision to make. I had two choices really. I could either immediately find and start another job and just kind of like whatever continue with my life, or I could really try this out. I had a lot of money saved, just from, working and saving money from a bunch of other different stuff. So I had a lot of money saved, and I figured, you know what, if not now, then when? So, I fully committed. I literally treated this just about as a full-time job. I was probably sinking 30 or more hours a week into it, just between recording and editing and thumbnail making and streaming and the whole process. So I really kind of dove into it head first, and for a while, I mean, it was working. I mean, I got a lot of new people watching me, new subscribers, new all that, which isn't it's not the goal. I mean, I guess it is the goal to get bigger and grow. That's kind of always the goal. Wow, that actually hit me. Okay, sorry, that was really loud. I realize the game is super loud. I'm very sorry about that. I didn't even try to do that. But yeah, I guess that is the goal, kind of. Oh, wow, that is loud. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. I tried to turn it down because that is crazy loud. All right. Anyways, yeah, I guess that kind of is the goal of is to try and get more popular, more subscribers, viewer, whatever. Make the big number go up. Okay, that's still pretty loud, but it's not as bad, I guess. Either way, dude, can we like leave me alone? Okay, I'm sorry. This video is very unscripted. If you can tell, there's going to be a lot of rambling, kind of like there always is. But yeah, I committed to this. I kind of took a leap of faith almost to do this, and it was working. I was getting more numbers, which isn't necessarily again the point of me doing this. I guess that is the goal, I suppose. But I do this for fun. I do this because I want to do it. It's always been a passion and I guess a dream of mine to make this something, and I guess that's kind of what I took those couple months for. So yeah, that was probably like what, May to September, maybe August. So that was a good, that was like the whole summer, if not more. That was like a 3-4 months of just doing this, 6 days a week. A bunch of different content plus some streaming and other stuff on the side, and yeah, it was a whole bunch, and it was a lot. And towards the end, I was definitely getting burned out and a little sick of it, which I feel like is kind of gonna happen. But yeah, around that time, I found a job. That's where I'm at now. I like my job. It's pretty nice. It's fun. Yeah, I kind of ended up running out of time a little bit for it. I couldn't commit as much to doing this stuff, to doing this, just because I had a job. I'm a volleyball coach. I had a couple seasons starting up, and between having a job and coaching volleyball, doing some other side projects and passion projects and whatnot. Damn, I missed. Yeah, I kind of didn't have time for this anymore, which, as it goes, and that's kind of why I've been gone for, what was my last upload? Yeah, August 12th. So it's been it's been a while yet. So that's kind of where I've been. And another reason I was kind of getting burned out and stopping and slowing down. Hold on, I wrote some notes down to make sure I stay on track. But yeah, a lot of what happened with all that, I think, I don't know what it was that made me get this way, but I started really struggling with, like, I guess mental health stuff. Never got to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. Like, it wasn't ever super serious or terrible, but it was just constantly tired or constantly just bored and having no motivation and just being exhausted of just about everything. And it's really hard to, I struggled for a while to do the things I wanted to do, let alone the things I had to do. Like, sometimes getting up for work was a struggle, which, I mean, I feel like that's not super unique, but stuff like that. And, you know, every time I got home, all I wanted to do was just lay down, be alone, just sit in my bed and just sleep or do nothing. And, you know, I've never really been like that before. I've always kind of been okay. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, but and there've definitely been times, but I think for the most part I've been fairly solid overall. And this was kind of a new thing for me. I didn't really know what to do or how to get out of it, and I kind of didn't do anything. It kind of just remained the same for a while. And that's also, I did have a little bit of time to do stuff, but that little bit of time that I would have taken to, you know, make content, stream, record, edit, do whatever on the YouTube side, or just content in general, I just spent in my bed just doing nothing. And again, I don't really know how or why it stopped. Just one day I was kind of like, all right, I'm kind of sick of doing this. I hate a lot of myself right now. I hate that I just lay in bed all day. I don't do anything I want to do. I just kind of sit here and whatever. And I got really sick of it. So I just kind of told myself that, get up, just start doing something. So recently I have been streaming a lot more. I've gotten back into that probably about a month ago, maybe a month and a half at this point, of just, you know, just very casually. Nothing super big, important, long, nothing scheduled, nothing routine. Just whenever I felt like playing video games, you know, hit the go live button, say hi to people, all that, whatnot. But yeah, so that was kind of nice. That definitely helped me get out of it, because I mean, during that time I wasn't even playing games alone, let alone wanting to present myself and streaming and whatever. So I started, I guess, stabilizing a little bit and getting a little back to normal, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Still pretty far from perfect. There are definitely those days, and sometimes multiple days at a time, where you know, I just not feeling it, something's not clicking. You know, there are definitely days where I just sit around and do nothing, but I'm definitely trying to fix that. This last little bit of the year has been frankly some of the worst in a long time. The last couple of months have been really rough for me. So you know, it's been unique and definitely different, something I'm not used to, which I guess you take it as a learning experience. But I don't want to say I want to set any resolutions or anything like that for next year, but I definitely want to try a little bit harder to make sure I'm kind of brain over, like, mind over matter kind of thing, making sure, like, you know, telling myself that, hey, there's no reason I can't do this. Get up and do something. Just, I don't really care what it is, because sometimes I would just literally do nothing. But yeah. That might be relatable. I don't know, especially it seems like this time of year it starts getting colder, seasonal depression really starts hitting. Whatever, I don't know. At this point, I'm rambling, I'm yapping. It's not really super important, but that's kind of a lot of where I've been. And like I said, recently I've been streaming a little bit more, and that's been nice. But I think I want to, and I'm ready to take it a step further. I have been taking some nights and editing some of, like, streams and recording some other content and stuff, like this one, I guess. But just taking a little bit more time, putting a little bit extra care into editing and recording and doing stuff specifically for this kind of thing. Wow, okay. But yeah, that is kind of where I'm at now. So I don't want to say we are back. Definitely not going to get anywhere near as consistent as I was over the summer, because I still have a job, still have teams I'm coaching. At this point, it's 2. In March, I'm picking up a 3rd, so all of my free time is going to be gone, so it might slow down a lot then. But that is in the future. That is down the line a little bit. But for now, I want to make a little return again. Not going to be nearly as serious. It's probably not going to be very consistent either. I'm going to shoot for once or twice a week. That is my goal. Whether I can hit and commit to staying to that, and, you know, whatever. totally other thing. But my goal is like once a week, put out a video, maybe twice a week. I am streaming a lot more, so if that's your thing, that will be in the description. I'm doing that at least 4 or 5 times a week, maybe 3 some weeks, but I've been fairly consistent with that, which I'm proud of, and that's also a lot easier. So a lot of videos might just be highlights of stream clips or funny moments, or kind of whatever. I think that's the second time I fell there. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So again, I'm not saying I'm back at all by any means, but I do want to get on here a little bit more, upload, try and be a little consistent. Some weeks might be a little more than others. Some weeks might be nothing. Some weeks might be a bunch. Just depends on how I'm feeling, what I want to do. I think I would like to do some series again, because I have been missing playing the single player games. There have been a bunch that I've been meaning to play. Where Winds Meet seems good, and same with Expedition 33. It only won 7 Game of the Year awards or whatever, so it seems like it's an okay game to play. But yeah, sink my teeth into some of that stuff, and maybe bring that to you again. No promises on consistency or if it's coming or when it's coming, but that's kind of where I'm at right now with all of that stuff. Other than that, I think that is kind of all I wanted to talk about. So quick little yap sesh before the new year started. Thank you for everyone who watched either now or in the summer, recently found me through Twitch and came over here. Like, I appreciate you guys. It's always been the same. Not last week, sometime earlier this week, the 29th was 6 years on Twitch, and I don't know, that's kind of crazy to think about. Almost a third of my life has been at least some sort of content creation, so it's a little wild to think about. And my goal still stays the same, of just have fun, play some games, meet some people, meet some friends, make a community of people who are comfortable to be themselves, do whatever. Again, I'm kind of talking out the ass right now because I'm still small. This is still big-headed of me to be like, oh yeah, such a big community, when it's like 6 people consistently. But you know what? Even if I can make those 6 people smile or make their day marginally better, that's kind of all I'm going for. But yeah, again, that is about it. Thank you all. I really do appreciate you. I really hope I will see you in 2026, which, if you've watched this video, technically I already have, because this is coming out at like midnight. Don't worry about it, whatever. Don't worry about the technicalities, but yeah, hopefully I will see you guys a little bit more consistently. Hopefully I'll see you at all. Hopefully consistently is kind of what I meant to say. But yeah, for now, that is all. Thank you again. Hope you guys have a good New Year's, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.